dit, on va pas où est loin. Le bocon non est à Bobé. Mais nous n'y voulons pas. Filo le Kenya pour pas son compte à mon père. Je suis chablo la soie. Bonne Joja, bonne comme un way. Il y a moi si un loin. Le bocon n'est Joja si un comme un way. Elle me sait voler la trouva sous un nous n'y voilà. Pas on y va son mon nom sous à mon père. Oni wa so e mo no so la mu be o klo ani abi esogo abaira onu pedu se anu e na chawe se anu e bo bia we na gbere klalu e se dre yo kon wo na mo ba ko we de mo wa ko isi agbole la tu wo so anu ni we la na mo ba ko we so wa ke no ko di fo we mo na da fi o so we ye ta mo bien do mo igbe o so wa jeje o mama ko ne ko na we anu se gbole la tu wo so anu ni we la Ojo si awe pa yan kun wa nu trouble de. Jamuni pote wa o loyan. Tutu pote wa o. Onu loyan duwe. Popo we de mo o. Bona se bole la tu o so we nu ni wele. Wela nyoma ko ma si mu e ma ko ri man ju so la ne ma yan we. Mo je de la yan wa o. Mo so ina yo. Mo je dia ma yan wa. Na mo wa ulu o. Che ada nyongba na mo so ina yo wela juru awa o ya lugi pote wa o wela nyoma jagbo mu lugi pote wa o atadi pote wa o ala nyoma pa we de mo ona te gbore la tu wa so we nu ni were nígbà so en so go ta mu fe o to di ke fe ma de sorry gelo Bébé Kari, laissez à ce que du soir le matin. La fino. Assez Idawema. Et Dérodi. Yala, Stéphanie. C'est de l'école d'Ivoire. Moi, ouais. Mon bon corps est dans moi. On est fait pour la tour. On est où là? La divason, l'oyon tout à mon père. Yamon est pas de la we dem salu wa ko ye nyamu je blo yanju we ba ka Nigeria ode je nyombo e mo no Nigeria ode we ko ye nyamu mo mo ko we dem so we wa ko ye nyamu
no abel ke o José ke wa no blo yande Yesu et Sablo Delfino de Kela le mitan e podai mo du e mo popo ya bi de Rosette ne
mi ṣe la gbégbé. Kíláwó àtẹ̀lí kí o mọ̀ lọ́pọ̀ náà gbé yà o. Kérú de bọ̀rọ̀ gbé sí à ń tẹ̀lé sí o. Báyìí sọ̀rọ̀ tí o ní àbọ̀bọ̀ yà bí kú o.
Good evening, folks. Samson to Labro Pablito. I want to thank all of you again for tuning in to Labro Pablito. We appreciate it. We appreciate all of you again tuning in to Labro Pablito. Thank you very much. We appreciate all of you. We say, please share this video to as many brothers and sisters as possible. Let me straighten myself. I need to be in the center. But anyway, we want to thank you very much on a very serious note. We want to thank you very much, and we really do appreciate all of you again tonight. Stay with us. Share this video to as many brothers and sisters as possible. We want to thank God for the mercy of strength. We want to thank God for His mercies of opportunity. We want to thank God for His mercies of life. Yes. My Lord, we want to come here again tonight to say thank you very much. We are here because of you. We thank you for everything. We thank you for everything. We thank you for things yet to come, because we do know that you have the ability to provide that for us. We believe in you. We have faith in you. Our faith are unshakable because we know your ability. We know what you can do, and we know what you have done. And we want to thank you for that. My Lord, we come again tonight to ask that the Republic of Liberia be blessed, that the President of the Republic of Liberia be blessed, that the people of the Republic of Liberia be blessed. Whatever President Baka touches, my Lord, his hands must be blessed. Whichever door he knocks, open the door. My Lord, we ask again to extend his life. You brought President Baka to us. He's not done yet. Give him wisdom to do what is good for our people. We ask, my God, that the host country, the United States of America, be blessed. In Jesus' name we pray. Amen. Again, folks, Samson to Labra, thank you very much for joining me tonight. I have lots and lots of Tabata here, but I will try to continue myself here tonight. Share this video, share it to as many people as possible. So let's go back. A few things I want to talk about here very quickly. I sent a link out to everybody. Those who don't have the link, please just text me and tell me where you want the links to go, and we'll provide that for you as well. Okay, so I want to say this before I go further than this. I want to say this. You know, I'm one of those person or human being or man, whatever you want to call it, God creature that I prefer, that quick to accept people and believe that they have the ability to do what is good. Whenever I meet somebody, the first impression, I just go head over heel. We have a young man here last night. When I came on, he was already on with Mr. Soul, John Sigbe. And I was very impressed. I hope that he will be able to do this here regularly for this show and this platform, of course. But I think he's very intelligent. I could be wrong. I've been wrong before. But until that, I think this young man is very intelligent. Even though he and I are on a separate path, he's on a different end, I'm on a different end. But I'm very impressed. I think this is people that, these are kinds of people we love to engage in. I don't believe you take things personal. And I hope it stays like that. Because on these platforms, I mean, if I were taking things personal, I won't even show my face. And I always explain to you, once you show this face here on the camera, everything else is up there. Just do your best. You come here, you ask God to guide you. And that's what we do every night. But I'm very impressed with a young man. I hope I will have the opportunity to engage him when I go to Liberia, of course. But let's go on. A few things caught my eye. I'm not going to play those videos. But sometime last week, the president of the Republic of Liberia, President Jeremiah Bankon, Went to Grange there, I believe, to dedicate a hospital or whatever it was. But what really drew my attention to that conversation because, like I said, yeah, my Vice President Kuhn and I, we he doesn't know me, but from all indication, from the time he made that statement, the statement that was so ridiculous that Nibadian kids were being sold in Bassa, that over 300 Nibadians were put in a well, and he yet to substantiate that. That has always been a sore point when it comes to him and my involvement. On the other hand, as young as he is, to be at that position, he has to have some talent. There's no question asked. And I believe if those comment that was made, if those comment can be resolved by whatever means, either through evidential process or by coming back and retracting those statements, I think he's somebody perhaps can take us to a better place. That's my only issue that I have with him. But as I was saying, he went to Grange Gina King. You've on your faith in his lie. Who lie? Me, I lie? uh, uh, I'm not, can you? You're killing me. Okay, but let's go ahead. Let's go ahead. Let's go ahead. So the point is, what drew my attention to that was the senator for Granada County. Now that it's in light, I will explain myself here tonight. Okay, like I said, whatever happens in my community, I'm always involved. So the senator of Granada County, Senator Honorable Yaya Nimle, from the Quinnable Belt, came up yesterday at that conference, at that gathering, and told the vice president, "We don't want this superintendent. And I'm paraphrasing that one. You have imposed him on us. This is not the superintendent we want." And the entire hall went wild. That means that statement has support. But let's start from the beginning. See, these are things that sometimes I keep to myself. But now that it has come to light, let me say this. When Superintendent Churchill Grant, who is now superintendent, who Honorable Yaya was making reference to, was brought in according to the story by Jeremiah, Vice President Jeremiah Cohn. But anyhow, well, let's go ahead. Let's go from the beginning. So when they came up after the election, but before that, when Honorable Churchill Grant won his election, the very first time he won the Boston, he and I from the same district. Of course, we know each other. He's a little brother. Let's put it that way. But he's a man. But I'm older than him. That's what I said, little brother. Okay. So let me clarify that. Now, because anybody bring it to me, nobody, you can't eat my hair. I come to grant you there. You want it, we'll get it. I want to come to complete. I will be very careful. I'll be respectful, but I'm not afraid of anybody. They know me. They know me. They know Blaku. I beg you, man. They know Blaku. They know Blaku. But anyway, let me. It's not about me. So when the superintendent then representative, when he won the election that night, he was on the motorbike when Mr. So and I was on the air, and he was invited, and he expressed himself. He was so excited winning the election. And he told us, how did you, Mr. So asked him, how did you win the election? He said, I campaigned, I went from village to village. I wasn't lying to anybody because I wanted people to believe in me. And so I campaigned on motorbike. And he said, I'm listening to it. And he ramped up the motorbike engine and we could hear it on air, live. And I congratulated him at the time. After that, of course, he became representative. Fast forward. When the rescue team won the election, before that, he ran for the superintendent, ran for the secretarial position. I believe that's his job. Honorable Yaya won. He didn't win. And he couldn't go back to representative position because he has already given that out. Honorable DB won that one from Boston District. Now, he and DB from the same house, almost literally from the same house. The relatives, what I mean. But anyhow, there was some rumors and there was accusation here that in fact, he was expelled from LU, I believe, because of falsifying documents, academic documents, according to the story, allegedly, because he had not been found guilty. I never went to the court or whatever. So when the rescue team won the election, his name came up to be superintendent. And there were Grangians here in the diaspora, and even Grangians back home refused to support that because they believe a man who is being accused of falsifying academic record should no way be the face of Grangian County. And the question was being asked was, is it because Grangians are known to be sedition, and since CDC was defeated, you're going to impose somebody on us? And that was it. That was the argument. So there were a few Grangians here that had a group. They put a group together, and I was invited. I participated in it. I was part of the group. But my argument was at the time, this man was selected by the president of the Republic of Liberia. Whatever condition, the president is not isolated in Liberia. Most likely, those who recommended this guy to the president, they know who he is. The president is not going to withdraw his name, and the people here, the diaspora, like Grangians and Grangians Baiko, they wrote letter all over. In fact, even turned violent, where it was alleged that Superintendent Grant supported were attacking those who didn't want him. And some of the young people got hurt in the process. So the group that was here, that was opposing his nomination, was writing a letter to President Bakai, was being ignored by President Bakai and everyone else that was in the administration. So I felt within myself, let us bring this young man over. The president's not going to cowtail because of us. Let's bring this young man, the superintendent, let's bring him on and have a conversation with him. Let's help him to lead us, I said. And they didn't want to hear that. That was not something people wanted to listen to. We cannot do that, Mr. Toad, they said. This man is alleged that he falsified academic records. And you want him to be the face of Grangians. Does it mean that Grangians are not capable of being superintendent? Do you not have an educated, a capable young Grangian that can lead your county? And my question to them was, I agree, but I'm not the one that appointing. The president going to appoint, and we've been writing. The president is not responding. This man going to succeed. Because according to the story, Jeremiah Cohn is behind his appointment. So let's work with him so that we will be able to guide the process. Oh, the liberal is something else. Well, I thought people think are stupid. No, I'm not afraid. But I know these things. Let's work with him. He's going to be the leader. Let's work with him. They said no. So, fast forward, the fighting happened between these kids back home. Somebody got hurt. And the came back to us. So some of the young people that's supporting our idea were in a scuffle and somebody got hurt. Let's collect money. So we collect $100 each and send it home for the medical record. So the superintendent now heard my name on the list. He called me. He said, Mr. Tour, say yes. And this is the same superintendent now. Before he became superintendent, he always used to provoke or voke. You would say voke me because I'm older than he. He has to read. Not that he was disrespecting me. He knew my engineering abilities. And he would say, because I really, really wanted to show and do something in accounting. I just don't have the money. But when it comes to the knowledge, the technical expertise, I have it. I don't have the money, but I have that. And I thought they were going to use that for me to be able to help. At that time, President Baka had not even done the role. I thought I was going to help them to rehabilitate the role before President Baka then come in. Former President Fred William tried to carry me forward to help. It didn't come through. Grand Gideon fought against that by coming up with their ridiculous, I'm not going to go into that. Former President Thomas Collins brought me on and they with me to do the women wing design, which I spent months to design the building. Beautiful, beautiful building design. I mean, all of the amenities required in a building was provided. The fire line, everything provided. It didn't go anywhere. $10,000 business bring confusion in that one there. I contacted Superintendent Kai Fale through my own brother in Iowa. They call former supporter of Zopeno, Challenge Doka. Challenge Doka called the superintendent and put me on and told the superintendent that I can help them. And the superintendent promised that when he was in Monrovia, when he leaves, Kai Fale now, when he leaves Monrovia, you are going to contact me. He never did. I called Charlie Yudoka again. I want to help, guys. Pretty much begging to help. I'm not asking for money. They ain't got $5 to pay me. But by that time, the road condition in the area was bad. And they needed some technical help. I knew that. Public way was not coming to help you right away. So, anyway. Charlie Yudoka said, Bibra, I come and get married now. So I won't be able. I said, okay, when your wedding finish, let's get together. The wedding finish, almost 500 years ago, you're going to come here. So one day I call and he apologize. This is my little brother. What am I going to say? So I let that go. Anyhow, let's get back to this. So I've been involved with these people for a very long time. So the superintendent now, big brother, he called me. Big brother, I say, yeah. That you don't want joining the people to collect money to take me out of the superintendent position? So I said, no. However, though we collected the money because there was some scuffle between the young Grand Gideon and somebody from Grand Gideon County got hurt, and I paid my money so the person can be taken to the hospital. It's not to remove you. But I'm not going to explain my position to you, I told him. This is what I'm willing to do for you. I said, the leader of this group, I will call him because he's a friend, and I will put you on. So I called the guy. He said, well, let him call me. So I called the superintendent back. At that time, he was in Superintendent Destiny. I called him back and say, talk to this group leader. They have the conversation. It didn't go well. So the Superintendent Destiny at that time called me back and said, oh, I don't think it's going to go well. I said, okay, do the best you can. If you are successful, I told him this. I said, if you are successful, this is not about you. I told him, I'm a very serious problem. I'm telling you now. I said, this is not about you. You represented my district for a long time and nothing, we don't see anything over there. This is another opportunity. If they give you the position and you're successful and people are already against you, you got to prove yourself. Because one time on this show, he came on and there was a caller that called in and said, you are of academic fraudulent. So I told him, how many times I steal people book? He said, no. I said, you know how to read. He said, I can read. I said, okay, you no book. That block, I just call it that. Well, you not gonna make no book. That, hey. Anyway, So I said, you have to prove yourself. So, okay, he left. Eventually, the president nominated him. He was confirmed. The same thing I was saying now. Sometimes you have to pick your battle. You think President Bakai, the one who Granjida never even voted for, I would say never, because they always vote for CDC. You think you will care when Jeremiah said that I want Granjida, that not Lofa come there, that not Nima come there? If the man said, this is man, I want what you think President Bakai said no, because we're writing letter as an intellectual Granjidians, we get the, no. I told them, let's work with this guy. Now that he's concerned, we were writing against him. Let's bring him on and use this opportunity. Not necessarily to blackmail him, but to explain to him. Go ahead. But in terms of developmental agenda in our county, you have to set us up to be part of it. That's how you help somebody to lead you. They said no. They were not going to do it. He's now the superintendent. Granjidans, many Granjidans never, up to this point, they still don't want him. And that's why the selling of land business came out the last time. You saw how much flap he got out of that. So the vice president went over there quite last week. And the setting senator telling the vice president of the Republic of Liberia, you give us somebody that we don't want in the county. We don't want him. And I thought I'd bring that up tonight. This is an argument to come 2029. It's going to be interesting. Because truly, Granjidans don't want a Cheshire Grant. There's no question asked. He has had so many history with these people with Granjidans. Lots and lots of history. And they are not flattering history. They are not a good history that you want to have with your people. And Granjidans truly believe that because of his relationship with Jeremiah Cone, personal relationship with Vice President Cone, that he's being forced on Granjidans. And Granjidans have always had that problem. We also, it was alleged that the former superintendent, Kai Father, was also forced on Granjidans because of, what's her name? This lady, Funabono. So Granjida has not had, since the war, Granjida, well, let me not say the war. We have some good young people that came in to work and do some work. So now all of them. But Superintendent Kai Fale and now this superintendent, it's a different issue. So the superintendent, according to I call it Senator Yaya, Granjidans don't want him. But it's going to be interesting, 2029, because people believe that he's now going to somehow turn Granjidans over to Granjida vote to positive vote for Vice President Jeremiah Cone or the Unity Party. I see that. I don't see it coming. I just don't see it coming. Almost no person can sing praise for Unity Party from now to Kingdom Come. Granjida County is not going to turn its back on CDC. I don't see it. I just don't see it. I could be wrong. But let's move on. So the point here is this. The point that I'm making here tonight is this. Superintendent Chacha Grant is the superintendent of Granjida County. Any kinds of developmental thing that comes there, they got to go through him. If the vice president and the president are not ready to change him, Granjidans must recognize and accept that he's the superintendent. And let's work with him. And here's the reason I'm saying that. Yellow machine coming. Blue machine coming in Granjida. Red machine coming in Granjida. If we're not involved with him and just let him be the head of Granjida and the face of Granjida, he will continue to be the face until he's removed by the president or whatever law you have. Until then, we have to try to work with him so that we don't be left behind again. Grand Union County has a unique history when it comes to the Republic of Liberia. We all know that. We all know that. Any government that comes into power, Grand Union, and Grand Union will be all the way at the bottom. There's no two-way street about it. You can't deny that. We cannot deny that. And if we're going to accept it, if the people say this is the person we got for you, let's work together. Let's work together, Nigerians, back home and even here. If we have Superintendent Cheshire Grant, we all know that. I mean, none of us are stupid. But these are people that power to be. They're in power. They're the only one that can remove him unless you find some sort of a legal means you can remove him. Other than that, they are not willing and they were not moving. So why is it that we're going to continue to push ourselves away from him? The history for pushing people alone is there. Look how President we are. The progressive, the educated Liberian, they push themselves away from President we are. I mean, okay, you know book now. Instead of you embrace the men that don't know book, so you can help him to know the book, so you can help me to help him to implement some of the things you all push back. The man say, okay, the people who want me, then Imaya Shaw, then King in. What happened? Where's the development? We continue to do these kinds of stuff to ourselves. And this is something in my own backyard. In my own backyard. I'm going home and I'm going to go to Zedru. And there's a project over there by Graduate Association that I'm going to go out there and look at. Maybe I can do, but I'm too old now to do the kind of design here and there. I want just have be more now. You do that business now from now on. That be more something to. I'm no engineer. What engineer? I beg you, man. You tell your engineer business behind me, man. But on a very serious note, we have to work together. And this is not unique to Grand Gide. There's few counties in Liberia. No matter how difficult the subject matter is, no matter how divisive process that they go through, or any subject matter, but they are able to understand the political nature of their county. That's Nima County. And because of that, they will always be at the head of any kind of development process that comes to Liberia. Any kinds of investment that comes to Liberia, the government of Republic of Liberia, first place they want to send that, Nima County. Because why? Politics by numbers. You don't get numbers, you can get all the BMO you get, like something told you going nowhere. You don't have numbers. You don't have numbers. And Nibadians, I keep saying it, but I got documents here to prove. Nibadians, immediately after the war, when Liberians started coming back, they insisted. I'm not saying the eyes. Before you travel to Monrovia to go do whatever you want to, you better register in the country of Nima as a voter. At first, there was some like Nibadian that was asking, "What is this?" You guys, your mother made me to talk. I beg you. There was Nibadian here in the United States. Asking question, what is this? You want to force people to stay in Nima County? Why the person want to stay? I think the war over, the person should be free. But the people that were thinking those days that Nibadian register, look at the result now. What government in the Republic of Liberia will come to power without Nima help? Tell me. Even me right now, if I want to be president, and Nima County say that something to want, what I born county want me, or I will win. If Nima County says something to that you will be the president, what Nima, I call it Grand, forget Grand, we get voter. Why am I doing it? I beg you, man. In any county you want me, Nima County behind me. These are the country I want. I want most rather Nima County. Any other country you can go in the ocean, man. I will win. Why? Because they understood the power of voting. You know, those of us that are old enough, those of us that have been in the Liberian politics for a very long time, Nima County and Liberian politics. If you go into Liberian history, years to come, they will tell you that Nibadian involvement into Liberian politics is giving them dividend right now. People die, Nibadian die, even before the war. But they are reaping the dividend that those people sacrifice for. Nibadian sacrifice for their country to be recognized and for their country to be at the center of Liberian politics, and they are reaping the dividend right now. I believe that. For some of the documents that I got here, I believe that. So let's go on. I just want to throw that one there. So the interesting thing now is as to whether the superintendent going to remain there or not. Well, if they want, who would say no? President Baka say yeah, you are able to say no. President Baka, the president of the Republic of the father of the nation, he say yeah, you able to say no? You able to say no to him? You listen to you? I fire Bakai. Even if I say no, you can't listen to me. I said me fire Bakai. I'm from 4 years now. Samson too. Folks, on a very serious note. So let me go on with another subject matter. Okay, we jump over that one now. Okay, let's move on. Let's move on. So there's another one here. Okay, this is another one. You know, my brother watching me. He was say, hey man, be more busy. He tired. Man, just I'm tired. I got be more. I'm tired. My let talking, you know that one. But anyway, let's move on to another one. So all of last week, right? All of last week, I was on here excited, but at the same time, some reservation. The Minister of Public Work, through the Republic of Liberia, decided to put an international conference together. And it's called Liberian National Infrastructure Conference, where they were going to go and discuss issue in terms of infrastructure that is affecting our country. They started on Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. I believe 4 days, no, 5 days. I'm waiting to see what the outcome is. Sometimes, yeah, some of us don't live in Liberia, but we are still connected. I'm going over there to Liberia. I'm going to go to Toll Town. And I will sleep in Toll Town. I will enjoy myself in Toll Town. I will go and drink my water that I was drinking since I was born. I will drink that water. I will walk on the same rock that I used to walk on when I was small. I will walk on it. I will go to the farm. Well, in fact, the farm that I was born in is right across my father's farm, so I can go over there too. So the point here is this: we live here in the United States. Any Liberian, you put two, three Liberian together. The first conversation, if they don't do that, that confusion. The first conversation is about Liberia. They start talking about Liberia. Another one coming, he jumping, join. He ain't asking question. What are you talking about? He join in with his opinion. So when you go to the Liberian gathering, all you hear Liberian. But those brothers and sisters that are connected are getting off the stage, little by little. And it's very, very disheartening to see people who would do these kinds of stuff, what I believe to be, I'm not too sure what is happening. I'm not too sure what is happening. Oh, this is a guy that Mr. So always talk about. Roland Harris, we are. Good evening, my brother. Wow. Yeah, they've been talking good thing about you. I coming with me. They say you're doing good, my brother. You say you're doing good. Roland Harris, we are. Mr. So say you're doing a very good job. He's very proud of you. And I also want to thank you very much for your good job you're doing on behalf of Liberian Public Room, my brother. Keep it up. We appreciate it. One day we're all gonna smile. Let's put it that way. But anyway, let me go on there. Yes, and Liberian Public Radio correspondent. He's doing a good job. But let's go ahead. Let's move on. So, some interesting thing gonna happen within this year. It's gonna be when it comes to infrastructure. And we pray for God for long life because we will continue to critique. We will continue to praise when there's praises needed. We will continue to expand on issue when the information for those expansions are needed. We will bring those up. Okay. The public work ministry. I told you guys here the other day they have the agenda, the schedule they call it, and for 5 straight days, every time they start a conference, the very first subject matter is how to raise money. The only I'm not saying it's bad, but the issue that I have with that is when you do these kinds of stuff, it indicates to me that first of all you have no trust in your government ability to collect fund, domestic collection. You have no how do you call it? You don't believe in the ability to do that. You have no trust in it, and because of that, you want outside help. The outside help of money coming in, they don't. Nobody will get you money for nothing. If they get you money for nothing, just a minimum that will not even do what you want. Somebody will say, "Oh, I will help you to build your house." You think they may come to help you to build a whole house? You will not help you. Maybe to put a step. What happened to the foundation is on you. What happened to the rest of it is on you. The zinc, everything is on you. But somebody will give you money to build your house. If that person is going to get something in return, that's just human nature. But for the Ministry of Public Works to have 4-day conversation and everything that I've been hearing about it, does not bode well for the kinds of people that are involved. These people have the credibility. These people have ability to do some good thing. I don't see it. There was no discussion as far as I'm concerned. If they had, let them tell me. Discussion about zoning. To how do you improve the life of Liberia to benefit from the zoning law? How do you bring up a coding a code, national code of infrastructure process? Excuse me. Nothing in there. You have Chetty making steel rod, and those steel rod from all indication, many people have been indicated, it's been alleged that the steel rod do not meet national or international standard either. People are still building in the other way. You are not making Liberians to be part of the process. They take it as that the pure thing. Want anybody to use that word that the pure thing, is gone from you. Whatever good intent you have, as long people brand that stuff as that the people think, you're done. You're done. And here's the problem here. Liberians have seen example after example after example of people coming in believing that they will do good. Liberians believe in those people that they will do good. They turn out not to do nothing. And so there's a saying, when you see this snake by you, getting that area, you start scaring again. The road, when I was small, I was very small. I think I was 6 or 7 years old. Way over there in Yao. We're going on the farm. I had a one big pan over my head like this. I can still remember like it happened yesterday. I had my lassie pier, you know what lassie pier? I come to can't speak boga, but I have my lassie pier on my side here. So I heard flap, 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 flap from the bush coming this way. So I said, oh, I held my stuff, but I saw so orange. And I call it cobra and orange business. You don't play with it. So he smelled the orange coming, and I bent like this. The thing was already like this. God, I jumped. It also strike, but when my legs open, it went between my legs. Only the tail will hit my leg, and they're running and kind of running out. They were that even Ethiopian women said they can't beat me. Even Ethiopian men runner, they can't beat me. I beg you, they kind of running. And what was making it worse? The last pier would keep hitting my tires. I was running, and I thought the snake was on me still. So there's a saying they say when you get somewhere, when they stay by you, you get it, you will remember. That same place today, whether they put quota on that road, when I get there, I will know. So Liberians have had experience of people believing and putting their trust in certain people, and they come and fail them. Believe in their ability to move the country forward, they come and fail. Do you not now going to say you blame Liberian for not trusting you, not believing you? What have you done to try to secure the trust? Transparency, you guys don't have it. You don't want to deal with it. Transparency among you, intellectual, government workers, government employees, ministers. You don't want to do that. Why? The money you work with, the money you use, it's not your money. These are the people money. But common sense, you guys don't want to utilize that. Right now, when it rains in the city of Monrovia, most people will not be able to move around. Look at the kind of explanation we got after the president saw now. I refuse to, as soon as I heard, because I predicted yesterday on this show that the Minister of Information, who's supposed to bring some clarity to whatever the president stated, instead of come to give clarity, I knew very well that when he comes, you are going to put somebody's knee on it to say, oh, when the people are doing it, I say it will not turn out good. As soon as I hear that closing thing, I refuse to look at it today. I refuse to look at, I'm not even going to look at it tomorrow. Because we're not taking things serious. President Weah and CDC, they are no longer in control. From this point on, anything happens, that means you fail. You can't blame it on CDC. You can't. The president came out in public and made some serious pronouncement. That's what the president is supposed to do. You then, if you're being challenged, if the president is being challenged, you think that the president is challenging? Who gave that information from the youth ministry? That not the youth ministry gave the information to the president to put out? Anything the president stated on our Sunday yesterday came from these different unit, department, the ministry, and what have you. Your intellectual level, your intellectual system, your intellectual mind is being challenged by your colleagues, by other Liberians who believe you full of it. I say so. Liberians believe, many of you that provided the information to the president without any supporting document, they say you full of it. Here we are, the Ministry of Public Works. You would think, you know, sometimes I can be wondering, because when they have the conference, I was hoping that from that conference, some report will come out that the president most likely will use in his reporting to the Liberian people. What are we doing with that? Any paper come up yet? I have not seen it. Rescue 2, you're very good at researching. Rescue 3, you're very good at researching. Whatever I'm saying here right now, you're watching me. Is there something that I'm missing? You know, or something that I don't know? Please say so. You know me, I can eat crow anytime. I'm big. If I make mistake, I say maybe what you do. The CEO say I'm not say that one again because he said when I say you will fire me, I don't want to get fired. But no, on a very serious note, some of the security issue the president talked about, people will question. We don't see anything. You, the security person, will follow up to back the president. You think me, Samson told, I gave the president so thing about road design, what have you, I sit on my hand. I will not do so. I would demonstrate. By this time, the Minister of Public Works will show drawings, will show how the infrastructure process is being taken care of in Liberia. Not one. The only time you see the people show drawing when the Chinese people bring that Chinese writing and show it on the wall, that one will come be happy for it and be clapping. Why do we do these kinds of stuff? You people are unable to even resolve the traffic congestion in Liberia. Mongolia, Ghana, Nigeria, and Sierra Leone to go borrow engineers to come here. You got engineers wasting all over Liberia, all over the country. Good engineer wasting. You got few people there just oh yeah, they clapping for you. Think that it? Sometimes I can be wondering when you guys go to bed after all that showcasing and praising, and when you go to bed, do you feel good about your job? Do you believe you have done a job? For example, when I come from work and go take a shower, my job is still there. While the water running, I'm still running. What I'm gonna do tomorrow? How am I going to connect these lines? How am I going to resolve this issue that is conflicting with my traffic engineering process? What am I going to do? While I'm in the shower, it's still running. Do you do that? Do you do that when you go home at night, when the light is not shining, when the president is not looking? Do you look in yourself and say what you're doing is beneficial to the Liberian people? For years in front of public way, they got a sewer system there. The lip blew up completely, and all the nyama is smelling. Why do we do this to ourselves? You went to this conference. What is the report? Today, Tuesday, the government Republic of Liberia pay money for that. You would think by now you're not able to bring out any kind of result. And even if you are unable to produce a result now, people are watching. Come out and tell us what is happening. What should we be expecting out of this conference? Nothing. Silent. I'm on public website right now. Silent. Very, very silent. I'm still looking at a picture from the other day. Very silent. Nothing. And yes, another one here. There's a guy here. Probably they say they're going to build a stadium in Bon County, soccer stadium. And this guy asking question: have all these agencies, have they given you approval? Why do we do this to ourselves? Why do we do this to ourselves? We cannot leave Liberia and go borrow Liberian foreigner to come do. You can only come and do the work they leave. From the time over and over we've been singing this song, impact Liberian society, impact positively, provide some capacity to the Liberian people, and you will benefit. When you all leave your retreat, you're feeling making the president to look at you. You go to bed, you can sleep good. Do you really go to bed and sleep good? Or this is a society of kickback. If this is a society of kickback, you tell us. Then nobody will accuse you of stealing because that's a society of kickback. Then we know what society we're in. You got people. Jesus Christ. Jesus Christ. Look at Ralphie Highway. Just from Yellow Junction going up there. Look at that. You got certain part of Ralphie Highway. Okay, 12, okay, 24, up 36 feet, 30, almost 70 feet wide with no marking. What do you expect people to? How do you expect people to see it? That's why I keep saying Jesus live in Liberia. I mean, Jesus live in Monrovia, God live in Liberia. Why do we do this to each other? Y'all will see again. I'm predicting from all indication. I hope that I'm wrong. To be honest with you, I hope that I'm wrong. But the yellow machine, the red machine, the blue machine that are coming, they will give it out based on politics. And those who are going to get it based not just on politics, but family linkages and all that kind of stuff. And they counted that really need those kinds of machines. They will not get them. And then when this government leave office, the next government going to come, they will not even pay attention to it. And they're all going to be rusted somewhere behind some kind of county, official county building. And then we start all over again. That is the life of Liberia. We push ourselves and we start all over. Let me give you one story. I keep bringing this story up. Liberia's story is not, there are two guys that tonight I'll bring out two people because when I was growing up, I saw them. One is the guy, they call him bullshitter. He used to carry king with fungo, and then when he get out, when they make him dress, that one that part, dressing part, don't forget it. They make him dress, but when he get out, so he blow that thing, they call him bullshitter. They used to leave from Monrovia and come all the way to Grand to go sell liquor. And people used to buy the liquor. They call him bullshitter. Then Barrow and I had another guy. I believe his name was Livingstone. I will ask Mama Musa one day because I know Mama Musa know about the guy. I believe his name was Livingstone, David Livingstone, or something like that. Big guy, tall guy. He just I thought that one time Nigeria came to play Liberia, the goalkeeper the bro. Omo. You know Omo, right? Omo, you know why they call them Omo? Those days they used to have when you go to the movie, they have what they call shot. Shot means shot. Movie or commercial. But we call it shot. Oh, the people playing shot, man. When I think about it, I laugh at myself. Because when you go to the bar, after the show, when you go to the bar, your friend and I ain't go to the show. Then you start narrating the show. Then they all sit down on the beach. Then you just standing up. You're narrating just like you like the movie now. Oh my goodness, I really enjoy myself, my childhood. I really enjoy. No, but anyway, so they call him David Livingstone. He's a barrow man, but he know how to keep football set. But when the men finish dressing, then the other team, then they say, Liberian people will chaos today. What kind of man they can't bring? Where they get him from? You sure he's Liberian? The men start warming up. He will not touch ball, but he will just be running, going from one side to another. All the exercises he's doing. The people scared now. Like Barrow get on the field or Lone Star get on the field before you go 1-0. Okay. They're waiting. 2-0 against Lone Star. When the man gonna come out? He not coming because he know how to play. That's the kind of life we have as Liberia. I believe. For some reason, we just love to put stuff on paper, but to implement, we don't want to do that. Gold prices gone up just within the last 2 days. I think they say $5,000 an ounce now. Do we have a strategy in Liberia to have those type of commodities for us to benefit us? Man, I beg you, man. But one thing I like about this whole conversation here with me, I thank God that I'm having this conversation because I've seen a lot. And to come on this far to still be able to be here, I thank God for it. I thank God. The point is, President Baka, this one here for you, my father of the nation. That fire Baka talking you, that fire Baka talking right now. Those people you have in his cabinet ministry, are they the only Liberians that are capable of moving your agenda forward? Or is it that Unity Party have now put you in a bubble, my father? That they don't want you to see nothing else but themselves. Look around. Is it not like a competition? What are they what exactly that you can point to now? Few of them, yes. But these are not the only Liberians. They got some smart sedition Liberians. They will not try to sabotage you. But these people that are unable to produce, they will say, hey, you bring sedition here, they will sabotage your agenda. But in the meantime, they're not sabotaging your agenda, but they're not producing anything to lift it up. They let the agenda sit right where it is. But then they say they like you. President Wakai, you have worked so hard for this country. From the time you graduated, you've been working. Why, as smart as you are, highly educated as you are, why is it that you're not somewhere retiring some country after you finish doing good job for that country all your life, Liberia? We're talking legacy now. What when you leave, not having people who will support your agenda? And here's the good thing here, God knows, even when you retire, you will live for long. You know, Madam Salif right now, I keep saying, she's the most heartbreaking person in the Republic of Liberia. She's suffering. She's suffering. She's suffering. Don't think because she eating, but inside she's suffering. Because she knew very well. She's not a dumb person. She knew very well what she could have done for Liberia. She knew very well that she could have put Liberia on a map or build a foundation that the stupid people like Samson told them will come in and still be able to lead. She didn't do that. She did not do that. And she knows. So President Baka, you work with her. You knew some of the things that you people were doing that you knew was not the right thing to do. Can you afford to go through that again? Father of the nation, can you afford another 12 years under your leadership with people not being able to have a decent code to benefit future Liberians in terms of construction? You honor your leadership. Liberian contractors are not taking the lead. Honor your leadership. Honor your leadership, President Bakai. Liberians are yearning to build, to come home and build. But because when people put you in the bubble, you don't even see other people. Nothing. And they will not let you to see. You heard what Yahya Nimna said, the other Honorable Yahya Nimna, what he told your vice president? He said if people come to you and lie to you, oh, they may let you. So it's not me alone that's saying it. These are people that have nothing to contribute. But because they want you to look at them and not look at any other Liberian. Get out of it. But how do you get out? When Unity Party have already claimed that you are it. So we got serious problem. We got you go to a cabinet retreat. What do we get out of it? You go to cabinet retreat. Look at the beautiful speech you gave here, President Bakari. And now Liberians are claiming for evidence. They're saying, where are these? And you got people that are supposed to come and clarify, and they are not able to clarify because why? They don't have nothing to offer. They got nothing to offer. They can't. They can't. They can't show anything. They can't show anything. It's very sad. We still support you though. Because I know if that opportunity is given to you fully, that you will succeed. And I know you will succeed. But these are not the only Liberians. These are not the only smart young Liberians. You got plenty. Go back into the pot. And that's why they will not allow you to do the merit system. They want you to do who know you. Because if you do the merit system, your legacy will be built strictly. Because you're not, Samson told is not coming there because I know you. You don't even know me. You don't know me. But if it is based on merit and what I can do, and you bring me on board, I will want to not only show more that I can do, but I want other people to know that Samson can do X, Y, and Z. And because you don't know me, so I don't want you to fire me because you don't know me. So I will produce. But when somebody recommend you, they're not going to pay money for a job. What do we do? What do we do? Nothing. You got some people, and I'm speculating. You got some people. Their salary being split by day, and they are whoever recommended it. What kind of country is that? President Bakai. President Bakai. God has a long way for you, man. We know that. God love you. We know that. You're not going anywhere right now, man. But what happened when you retire? And then look at former President Salif. And she put a look. I know many of you have watched that interview. The guy they called Medic had an interview with her, and she took all her stuff up. And I kind of interview you bring. I don't want to talk about it. Why? Because she knew. She knew it wasn't portraying her in good light. You can't bring your children and set them on the neck of Liberians. And when people ask you, you get vexed. She's suffering. She's the most suffered person in Liberia. She's suffering right now. Because she got nothing to show. She did the best. Brought Liberia from the brink and brought it back up. But to take it to the next level, she couldn't do that. And you yourself said it. The word CDC used now to carry around, which they have no clue why you said the word you said. Oh, well, we scrummed up because they want to use it. They want to politicize that. These are the people, but I don't care for them. I'm not even going to discuss them. So my issue here tonight, President Walker, you got 5-point-something million Liberians, and they're still being born. Don't look for people that Samson told them. America finished milking, and they're still milking you. I come and go to Liberia next week, and the people while finishing their program are going work again tonight because we have an emergency project. The road split in the middle of the road. They fall in a ravine, so the people have to find a way to brace that, put retaining wall on it. I got to come up with all of that Yaman design. That I can't leave it like that and go to the library. It's an emergency project. They're still milking me. I have another project, Eureka. We're finishing doing, how do you call it, Dr. Fine. Major highway. Highway 101. Connect Oregon. Go through Oregon, go to Washington. 101 from California. It's a major highway. Why could I not have done those things? But I'm not going to beg them. I'm finna begging grand you people that one up. I'm talking to them again. But that's not the issue. That's not the issue. The people must be able to, Liberians. There's a young man here. I call him Foya Foya American Foya or Foya American. When he finished speaking, say you think say he know Foya. Very smart, intelligent. I had just he and I we talked for 10 minutes, and the entire audience that were listening to us, they wanted Amos to come back and talk more. Very smart guy. I don't want to name names on this platform. You got people now. Forget about me. You got people that are smart. You got Liberians that are. They might not be in your political, not in Unity Party, but Unity Party people will not let you do it. Instead of them to think about the future of the country, they're thinking about themselves, about political party. Unity Party is not Liberia. Liberia is not Unity Party. But they don't think like that. The first thing, if they get criticized, they fall back to CDC. And when CDC do it, y'all open your mouth. So when CDC did it, even if it was wrong, there is time for you to can't do it now. So President Bakai, before I move on, we're not gonna get out of here, man. Move from here, man. Hey, we're talking to you. President Bakai, before I move on, oh man. You told us all hands on deck. Those hands that are on deck right now, they're not moving anything. Plenty are not moving anything. By they being replaced doesn't mean you hate them. You're simply saying we have to move this country. If you bring Samson to who not able to do anything, get him out. But if Samson to go through Vice President Jeremiah Kuhn and get your, it'll be hard for you to get Samson to out. It'll be difficult for you to get Samson to out. Samson to must apply. And Samson to not only must apply, but when he applied, he be vetted. To say, yeah, Samson to, you say you can do that, okay, let's see. And Samson to can do it. Then you give it. Because other people have looked at his work. But you bring people on because they used to work with you 10 years ago. You bring people on because the people say, oh, they want can do it. Look at what Dr. Sawyer before he died, how much he was disputing the rumor that you got fired. Nobody fired you. But these are the rumors that goes around. Because the people believe that perhaps you're not able to do it. We don't think that. Your legacy. Now tell me now, President Barker, before I leave. If they cook cassava leaf, if they cook toboggi, if they cook the best of all food in Liberia and give it to you, where will care you right now? Nothing. They bring all of the clothes, the best clothes with your name written all over your coat. President, just a back out, just an end back out. Where will care you? Nothing. But your legacy, oh man. Your legacy. Your name have already been etched in the book of President of the Republic of Liberia. Nobody can remove that. Nobody. No one can take that out until the end of the world. You will always be the president. Your name will always be there. But what will that name be connected to? One overpass bridge? These people are building roads and not even thinking about the future. They don't have to do it now and finish all. Expand the road, make it bigger for the future. They're taking alignment that Tommy Bonan died on back in the 70s. The same curve is still there. They're not thinking in the future. President Wagai, where are we going, man? I tell her, I ask you a few questions, not as a form of disrespect, because I believe strongly that you are the father of the nation. And when I do these things, I want your legacy to be protected, to be honest with you. I don't know you. You don't know me. Many of the people around you, they don't know me. Only few. Only one or two people know me, and they are the insider too. But some of them don't even call my name again. Say, it's okay for me. When time comes tomorrow, look at President we are. They say President we are administration. They don't say Samuel to administration. They will never say Eugene Abe administration. None of these people will call. They will never call their name as being the person in charge. And that's why CDC continue to pound on our head. He's the president. Why is he not doing X, Y, and Z? And of course, we'll find whatever excuse we can get. We'll give it to them. What do we do? What do we do? We will have to protect your legacy. But give us something. Give us something. All the people that are working for you, they are not the only Liberians. Get out of the Unity Party circle a little bit. Go outside of the Unity Party circle. You will find some competent Liberians. You will find some people who are capable of working for you and making sure that your legacy are concrete foundation. That's what a liberal have to say tonight about that. Let me move on. Folks, Samson told Liberal Public, I want to thank all of you again. Let me move on. I still got a long way to go. So, they want now that Tabata now. That Tabata open. I read somewhere. Where did I read that? I know I read it, but it's cool. We heard it also on Spoon, but I read it before. About the cars, about the allegedly purchased car for the vice president office. If those are true statements, if those are true report, then perhaps Vice President Cohn, and I will not blame him though, because when I was that age, if I had that kind of money, the same thing I would do. A back car, I want to enjoy myself. But when you take this position, vice president of a country, you have elevated yourself from a 40-some-year-old to now you're almost 70-year-old. You might not be that age, but your wisdom, your thinking was supposed to be at that level. Because you're not only thinking for yourself, but you're thinking for the entire country now, Vice President Cohn. You are like a second father of the nation. And what is being alleged, if those are truth? Like I said, when I was your age, you won't catch me doing like if I had that kind of, I would buy a car. Plenty car. I will not lie to you. So I don't hold you, say you're responsible. No. But when you accept the position and you are elected and you've been carrying yourself as such, I admire you. Since you made those ridiculous statement, you have come around. Let me bring in Rescue 2 here. You have come around, and your behavior, the way you carry yourself, show that you are mature a lot since you made those ridiculous statement. But what is being alleged? If it is true, I have some concern about that. I have some serious concern about that. Look at the work you did for this yellow machine, Vice President. Because of you, Liberian will be able to draw water and drink clean water because the yellow machine will pave the way for people to go get clean water in the villages. because of the kind of work on the yellow machine that you did. Liberian student in the villages will be able to go to school and not walk in the mud. Vice President Kuhn, with the kinds of work that you have done with the yellow machine, it deserves praises. But why this? What happened? You're not in the. Are you in the bubble also? What happened? What is it? What is the allegation that we're hearing? I forget. What happened? What happened? When you go somewhere, the way you carry yourself up to this time, you're vice president for all the year now. When you hear, oh, yeah, that vice president, we don't hear that kind of thing. You behaving like Barack Obama. No drama. Then we can't see the thing here. What happened? What happened, Vice President Cole? I hope that it's just rumor. And we'll discuss that. I'll be looking forward to have those kinds of discussions. Now, you don't even know me. You don't know me. So I don't say you engage me. You don't know me. Well, I like it like that anyway. The few people that in your government that know me, they don't even talk to me. Let me bring in Rescue 2. Rescue 2, thank you for joining me. I apologize yesterday for the conservative on this show to hijack our program last night and bring Dr. Mali in here with all the nyama. Up here, you get about 5 PhD and you can't hijack people's show and talk about better yada. But thank you for joining me tonight, Rescue 2. Thank you. What's on your mind, Chief?
Yeah, man, I didn't really follow you. I don't know what you were talking. I just was busy on another part. But yeah, neighbor, I don't know what you were talking about. I think you were talking about
No, but what's on your mind?
VP.
Yeah, but what's on your mind? Forget about my Tawata. Let's get.
Well, I just thought that it was good that the what his name, that Geraldine Pia were able to articulate well
Don't
today.
say those things. Bamboo coming Divacola now.
Yeah, let Babundi.
Did I not predict to you yesterday that when America you start calling all of your names so that you know stay focused on the issue? What did he do? Did
Yeah,
he
you
not call
did.
people names?
You did, but labor. That's the main job.
Yeah, but did he not call people names?
Yeah,
Did he
but
not bring all of
the
people on
man,
board?
the man call people need, but listen, but the man told us by data that the 70,000 job the opposition running with didn't get nothing. And I think the old man's speech was a trap for the opposition. It was a trap. Yeah, the public calculated very well. He said, you know what, I come and hang these people.
Wow.
I will say something
Mm-hmm.
that will make them to feel with themselves
Mm-hmm.
that it's not correct. Then when they be jumping all over the place, then I will show them the facts.
Wow.
And that's what he did. You see? The other people were running all over the place. They say the paper say 5.1% that the economy have improved by 5.1%. How possible can that be? Blah blah blah. The IMF confirmed that the economy did grow by 5.1%. So right now they don't have nothing. So all that tabata they talking with all the vice president bring car, did that, all the kind of thing. Eh, those are distraction from
Mm.
the real thing. We're supposed to be discussing the speech. That's what the opposition is supposed to be holding, the paper too. But apparently, the people who wrote the speech now is coming to realize the power of the media. And the opposition do not understand the dispensation or what time it is. If every time you allow the ruling establishment to beat you, the media, you are already defeated. Because we're living in a dispensation where the media control the narrative. Anytime the media, your friend defeats you on the media, you don't have a hold.
For
This is
sure.
not
Give us
one in
one or two
bottle.
examples then. Give us
This
one.
is, but how JMB came to power? During former president we had time, the media was just beginning to take momentum. And the opposition utilized the media very well. Those boys knew the grammar, they knew the intricacies of the issue, they engaged on all platforms, and to that extent, they drew the Liberian in the diaspora to them, and they brought them to power, the power of the media. You see, the only thing I have problem with, and the opposition, one of the reasons why they're losing bigly is because they know the media. They think that our job, we are tabula rasa, Bugania propaganda, that what they,
You and
and,
you you go ahead,
they,
go ahead.
they have hazard propaganda. They come in. You don't bring that to the media because every time an opponent wins you on the media, it's not good for you politically. It's not good for because right now many Liberians gravitate to the media.
Mm,
That's all the people do. The people can tell you say data is life. They either listening to comedy or they following some kind of political something or they listening to some kind of thing. The people are graphic. The world, the globe is on the media. Look at that Peking. I went to Liberia. The Peking was streaming 50 million people. Then people, you know the time your time when backup mafia them read a leaflet, when they leave it somewhere, anything they say that the narrative,
mhm,
nobody can counter it. But you labor, you hear when sedition and bring someone a tabula rasa thing, propaganda, you will scatter it.
mhm,
You know how many people listening to you? So that's why I told them, I told the opposition, I was telling one of my friends, I said, look, you all need to change your narrative. You all need to hold the government to certain point and drive it through. You see, in Minnesota here, you see what happening here? The Democrats, they holding Trump to certain things happening in the state. That what they've been holding for more than 2 weeks. They put all the largest crowd to protest. The people were protesting in negative 10 degree. Thousands of people on the street. And how it happened, they held him to one point, one mistake. But the people here, they running all over the place. When you tell them they jumping, all kind of things. We coming back. Joe, we are coming back. That they want to bring you back. Until the speech for you to take real thing from there, backplay them from there. You go take, you go take Duka, Pupu Kwe. Pupu Kwe, what you can defend. Eh? Jerry Pia one king today, the man scatter them. Libra. So yeah, that's my own Libra.
ah, okay. Well, thank you anyway for joining.
Sorry for coming late, man.
No, that's okay. That's okay. Well, you know I can handle this thing here. No big deal. The fact that you're committed to even come and make it good, sir. I appreciate it. But let's go. What else? What else you got over there to talk about?
Well,
Because
I was looking at
you and Rescue Three are the most uh, prolific people that go out and do some serious research.
yeah, Rescue 3 can send me
Yeah,
enough
yeah,
information to
yeah,
sometimes.
yeah. So
But Libra, where I got problem with the people, they
what
data
people now?
there,
What people?
our people,
Uh,
the Unity Party, they
don't call Unity because we're not Unity parties in with rescue team.
yeah, right. These people, Libra, they fail to be transparent. And this is where the opposition have not been able to hold them.
Because they don't see it. They see George Weah. George Weah is the opposition. That's it. Well, they don't see anything else.
They don't see
And
nothing.
the sad thing about these opposition, as far as I'm concerned, Terry, they are very intellectual. They're very smart people. But they allow the personality of George Weah to cloud their judgment.
Right.
And watch when I open a line, listen to the people that will call. And instead of them to make their point,
Right. They will start attacking.
listen to Prince Sherry, our leader, His Excellency. By the time you finish praising Jah, we are they're giving you 2 minutes. By the time you finish Jah, we are alone taking a minute and a half. Then you only got half minute now to talk about what you want to talk about. How are you going to win anything? But go ahead. Let's go ahead.
Yeah. So the era of transparency, we're living in a modern age. Let the data then that you're talking about be published on the website that the Liberian people can clearly see. So you can embarrass the president. Because when the president finished talking about the 70th job, even though Geraldine Pierre King and explain blah 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 and do a very good work, But when we go to Google it, we don't see the summary. We don't see it summarized, you know, and put there for us to easily access, like in the Western world and other things. So it still continues to remain obscurity to the people. Now, for the opposition to hold on that one, they're not holding it. They change the subject matter. They come and start talking different thing. They're not talking about another thing that in Jeremiah Kun will beat them in the car. They're running with the car. So and every time they bring it up and thing there, when these people win them, these people will gain more traction. So opposition, I mean the imposition needs to project to us, sometimes put a billboard up with all those kind of thing, all those electrical billboard, post, the government work, like what Amara Conan used to do. You put the billboard to finance ministry there, tell the Liberian people, the people can literally see. You put a billboard up, you can literally see the progress of the government. So when the president go to speak, his job become easy. Or you post it, right now we're in a digital age, post a thing on the website. Let the people go and see it clearly and they can trace it. All the ministries wherein you were talking about these jobs and things that these jobs were available, so that people can be able to track it. You see, then that is what you call transparency. When you do that, you make you lessen the burden on you. You make the job easier for you to carry. Other than that, people will be part of, oh, the president lied. Oh, the president not talking the truth. Oh, the president say this. And they will be right too, because you did not make the data available. And these are the areas I have problem with the government.
I agree with you. Before you came in, I expanded on that. I think because of the weakness of these people to actually display their achievement, my fear is the legacy of the president going to be affected greatly by these failure to show. Because as Representative, former Representative Gray would say, he said, my job to come here to come praise the government. My job is to make sure the government show the negative side of this government. And
Right.
the government, the people that are within the government themselves, they are so uh, relaxed because they feel entitled. There's no, they're not on a hot seat. They don't feel like they're on a hot seat. Oh, I will get it when I get it, man. Well, the woman will not fire me, my pa. Those kinds of behavior generate inept behavior because there's no fire on. They're not sitting on a hot seat.
Right.
And the sad thing is, many of them, not all of them, but many of them are very intelligent. They have the ability to produce. But every human being requires some sort of a motivation sector, something that will motivate them.
Exactly.
But we don't have that in Liberia. First thing is, they don't even consider their ministerial position, their colleagues as an how do you call it, competition.
Rival, yeah.
They don't see it like that. And because you don't see it like that, you don't think the other man doing better than you.
Right.
You don't
See
see
him
it.
to be less important.
So what's the point of me doing anything? I don't have the. But if the press, and this is why Donald Trump, you see here, when you used to have that show, you're fired. Anybody you go on that show, you want to produce, because if you don't produce, he will embarrass you.
Yeah.
Okay. And this is the same thing. Look at that guy, that short guy he drove from Minnesota now. If you're closing a mall, the woman who go on that man, they turn something he said whether now. The woman tried to put that man aside because the man was telling them we can't go after people like this. Let's go after what we say we want, the criminal. But they had Nacho at the White House. Stephen Miller, hey, no, we got everybody out. I want million people out because we said we'll do million. So now
Yeah.
Tom is back on in four, and these two people now they're gonna be on the sideline. You saw how Steven Miller threw them under the bus tonight. But that's what it is. That's exactly what this is. So my point here is
But
this.
yeah, go ahead, bro.
My point here is this. These people must be able to, instead of putting the president in a bubble and considering anybody else who wants something or who want to do something in our country to be an enemy of the state, but they are not as bad as CDC was, but they still do these things. You saw what? Have you watched that video where the Yaya Nimlan told the vice president in Granada County that people come to you and lie to you and say we hate you? You saw that? You haven't seen it?
I didn't see that video. He
It's a
did?
very interesting one. A very interesting one. He said, "You said that you can't bring the mayor. We don't want you as superintendent. You're forcing on us." And
Oh
the
yeah, I've
whole
been hearing that superintendent or contention.
oh
And
yeah.
what are they doing about that? Why they can't remove the man?
Who will remove him? Only President Waga can remove him.
But the people say they don't want a man.
But President
Why
Waga
you
say I
giving
want
the
you.
man?
But President Waga say I want you. Here's the thing here now. And this is where these people that don't have good intent for the country, this is where they are succeeding. President Baka knows very well. During the election, how many votes you got from Granny there? Why should
Not
I
much.
why should I try to make
I
enemy
think 4,000 vote.
exactly? Why should I make enemy of people who even vote for me? So the first thing they tell you, they men will generate in 2029, they men will put in there will help us. That the first lie they gave him.
Right.
So anybody you come now and say, oh, the men, we don't want the men, then President will say, oh, I see. Because the men will give up vote, that's why you don't want him. That's the first thing. Then we're done. We're done.
But
So
labor, the
President
vice president supposed to tell the president, the vice president was just in
the vice
Granville
president
County.
brought the man in. The vice president will change your mind now.
But he have to, because if you want to win election 2029 and you want that particular, you want Grand Gillette County to be in your favor, because they say as a land, they say this guy is selling the people lands.
Yeah, allegation. Yeah.
And
Yeah.
and there are a whole lot of people have confrontation. They having problem with him.
Yeah.
If I were the president, I would remove him.
Well, but you're not the president. No, thank you. Again, folks, Terry, let me go ahead and open the line.
Yeah.
Let's see if anybody and Walter Cutter, don't call my line. Walter Cutter, I see your number that Chinese phone will answer you. Don't call my line. The Walter Cutter, I got a recording here. I recorded him tonight so bad, you know.
Oh, you recall him?
Yeah. Because he come to all kind of tabata.
I know
Yeah.
you were there with me, because some kind of picture is
Oh,
some kind of video you put.
he put something in the chat room.
Yeah.
He put something in the chat room. And he
Wait
can't
till-
go on recording, but he put something in the chat room. He can't then he start adding it 1 or 2 cents as you look at one here. Again, folks, Samson told Labrador Public about Rescue 2. Terry Collins is here with me. We're having conversation. Join us. If you care to make your contribution, give us a call, 916-533-2048. Folks, as I stated earlier, I'm in the process of going home, take care of my problem over there. My son passed some time ago. He's going to be buried next month. So we're going there to start the process. And so I won't be able to spend the entire time here with you guys. I'm hopefully will be departing by Monday or so. So by next Tuesday, Montreal Air will be in my system.
Wow.
Yeah, I
You'll
can't
be
wait.
eating some pan butter and quesaoli.
I don't know yet. I don't know yet. What I really would like to have, kiss me.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, kiss me.
Why the BB one or the small one? You like the BB one or the small?
They got BB one. The one I'm talking about, Maria. Sony one kiss me. And he's the BB one.
Oh, Maria got big kiss me.
I haven't seen
Never?
the kiss me. This kiss
The
me.
one from
bathroom.
Stockton Creek. But anyway, maybe you don't know.
No, I lived in Stockton Creek for years. I used to swim in that creek. Wait a minute, I don't know. I lived in Stockton Creek. I went to Corway.
Oh, Bakuva,
I went
yeah.
to elementary school in Corway.
Yeah.
Yeah. At that time,
That
called with that.
water I learned how to swim in.
Yeah, yes, right on that bridge. That bridge I got some story behind. You know the train track bridge I go over Staunton Creek.
Yeah.
Yeah, that bridge. Something. I don't let talk about it. But anyway,
Wow.
right there. There's a guy, the Lebanese man, that married a Liberian woman, crown woman to be specific, and he used to borrow the guy that I was staying with. They used to borrow a boat from him and we'll take the boat, go all the way to Do River. We'll take that boat, go Staunton Creek, all the way to Do River, and Rescue 3 is calling. Rescue 3, good evening. For calling, what's on your mind, sir?
Hey, Tina, how you doing?
Thank you.
Hey, Terry, how you doing today? How the weather on your side?
Mm-hmm.
Thank you for the topic tonight, and the topic that you have been discussing is very important, Mr. Toe.
Thank you.
Especially concerning the bringing competent people in the government. But had I seen, I don't want to be like to say I'm looking down on the women. You had a scene the same when two ladies are walking, the ugly one. When you hold the beautiful one hand, the ugly one can say, "Leave her hand, want to go." You know what the ugly one hand? Why are you telling me that I'm gonna leave her hand? There are people in the government. You can remember Mr. Cho, the guy that the president suspended from Accra?
Yeah.
This guy performed to that era. He told the person that we in the following year that he would not allow Kenya for the government to get budget for Accra. You are going to manage Accra, and Accra are going to be giving money to the government, putting money in the revenue of the government account. And the person certificated that guy the following day, propaganda, the rain of propaganda on that guy, and that guy got suspended.
You mean Dr. Chris Young?
No, not Dr. Chris Young. The guy from Accra, I don't know the agriculture area.
Okay, yeah.
Okay. And this guy, when the president sent a guy to LACC, they investigated the guy, and you were exempted. You were not part of that, so the allegation that was levied against him. So they have people who people who are there, they are afraid. Some of them, they are afraid of their job because they know fully well they are not competent, they cannot perform. And because of that, they don't want for other people who will perform more than them to come in the system.
Mm-hmm.
And this is what happening to many of the people that the president appointed. If you have sanitation in the country, that young people like graduating from the very university over there, how long will it take you to bring them to the labor ministry and get them to be able to get an object? And now, listen, team people can say about a person that my countrymen, listen, we believe in like more than my countrymen. If you're not performing, just stay to other people and get them who are performing, get them to be able to make the job be done. But many of the people, they are mean, Mr. Todd, don't say the truth. They are mean, they don't want to bring people on board that will be able to work with them. How long will it take you to take care of people? Then the material point got to do with the vice president issue. I'm listening to Spoon tonight. Can you imagine, Mr. Todd? When Joe Howard Taylor turned the update to Jeremiah Kun, the team of Joe Howard staff are still working with Jeremiah Kun. The HR, and they are very key position in the main office. And you know fully when Joe Howard Taylor was treated by the CDC government. Is that what we are seeing between Barker and Kun? No, there's a great difference. And people that work with you, Mr. Toh, to say that the 5% made a durable card for these people. Then people say that bad thing because I listened to Minister Blackman tonight saying that in the boss is all the order for these people. What kind of mentality like that will keep our people in a mental slavery? That even people that work with you, you cannot upgrade them. Is that fair to the Liberian people? And my last point I want to make tonight, Mr. Toh, every little thing we'll talk about it, we say that CDC project. Why they 70,000 jobs? And that's the CDC project saying that project. Because we tell them when they say that we are project. We tell them when they say that there's 70,000 jobs here. Why are they not saying that we are project? Look at how many people you saw the pure press conference today. I made a comment. The young man, it's F4. You people are not the CDC office. They had a young guy Chanyaku. Yeah, hey, just sweating like that. What kind of party is this? Thank you for the show, Mr. Tom.
Thank you. Again, folks, give us a call, 916-533-2228.
You trouble, man.
I tell
You
you.
really trouble, I tell you.
So back to Stockton Creek, and we'll take that boat and go hunt crocodile at night. Yeah, okay. Samson told Labro Pablo, what's your name? Where you're calling from? What's on your mind?
Yeah, this is Prince Sherry.
Are y'all quiet?
Yeah. Anyway, Mr. To, thank you so much. And to the Reverend in studio, let me say thank you for the discussion. You know, Mr. To, we should be honest with what we love. One of the reasons that we have had problems, especially complaining of our leaders, not being very, very honest, sometimes it derives from us who support them. Because these people take their strength or their courage from our own effort in supporting them. And if we who support these people are very honest, then it means their behavior will change. But it is unfortunate that some of us who support these people will sit, and even if we know that what is happening is totally, plainly wrong, we will still try to sugarcoat it. I'm listening to the speech of President Boyka yesterday, and if I was in an Air Force Baptist church where he served as deacon, today he will be expelled automatically. Expelled. Because you cannot do this to the people of Liberia. You cannot do this to your supporters. Now, let's not talk about even us, because everybody knows Praise the Real, they know that CDC is easier for them. But even in their own chat rooms, even with members of the rescue, quote-unquote, rescue party, look, what people are saying today in Liberia, it is troubling. To the extent that people who put their lives on the line for Mr. Boyka, those people who walk in water that was filled with feces, the anger that is among the members of the rescue mission, don't carry gas there. Just put paper there, the people will catch fire. Don't even put gas, because you put gas and forget it, it will be too disastrous. It will be too disastrous. But just put paper there, or you put dry wood, or you put wet wood there, it will catch good fire. Look, let's not even talk about the opposition, but I mean people who support the rescue mission, they are angry. Look, the anger that is in the people's heart when you hear what the people are saying, people who supported this government and continue to support this government, the people are disappointed in the statement made by President Boyka. Amen. Look at, in fact, the heading of his own speech or the sonar. You taking on, or you continuing from where you taking off from, or where the people left it. This is to tell you that the CDC is coming 2029. Because Boyka himself admitted it. Look at the speech. More besides, look at even what he said. These are all speeches. I don't know whether they took President Weah's speeches and his State of the Nation address and just take another portion, and put it together and say, this Babe go read.
Okay.
Yeah, but when you look at the statement that was read by Mr. Boyka, everything was what His Excellency President Dr. George Banneret we have been doing over the period.
Thank you.
Unfortunately, he came there and then he made the whole thing worse. Where in Liberia you have created 70,000 jobs? What happened to the 10,000 young people that you said you was going to train, digital training? Where are they? I'm very sure that the revenue side will not even back this, because you know when you back it to there, the Holy Spirit will be there with you.
Thank you.
So we are saying and we are expecting an open apology from the President of the Republic of Liberia towards the Liberian people, because this was mockery, this was a pure insult on the intelligence of the Liberian people. We demand an apology, and we are giving 72 hours for this apology.
Thank you. Thank you. Again, Samson told our brother, good evening. What's your name? Where you're calling from? What's on your mind? Hold on. Yeah, go Go ahead.
Okay, thank you. Hey, you shut it on call, but I just want to get something right from the rescue too.
Mm.
Maybe you can help me out.
Okay.
If I get it right, the government of Liberia on the civil servants get up to 65K employer.
Okay.
How can this government now, where spaces, where the company, where do they have the 70,000 that pass the government just in a year time? They themselves as government, they get 60 to 65.
Hold on. Let me merge this other caller, please. Just hold on. Don't go here. Don't go here. All right, go ahead, sir. Go ahead. So, but make it brief so that the other guy can come. But go ahead.
I think my question already one thing.
Okay.
60 to 65% K, but they're telling us that they created 70 past their own string. So they're supposed to be telling which company, which one they created that brought in the 70 past the government string. You know, in supporting government is good, supporting party is good. But when they say something, it's better for us to question those stuff to see the truth in it.
Which is right. That's your job. That's what you need to do. But thank you.
So maybe he can help me because he can expand on it.
Okay.
So that's different from the government stream to now 70K on the outside.
Okay.
What did that come from?
Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you. Okay, caller, you're next in line. What's your name? Where you're calling from? Thank you. You can. Okay, yeah. Go ahead, call us. What's your name? Where you're calling from? What's on your mind?
I'm Chief Nathan calling from Louisville, Kentucky.
Okay.
Yeah, I just want to ask my two brothers that just left the line to tell where Samuel 12 take the 27 million from. That time when you were telling like people that take 27 million.
Liberia is interesting, Leroy.
They had 27 million job in CDC regime. I just want for them to come back and answer that question for me, please.
Thank you. Thank you. We're not going anywhere. Thank you, guys. Okay. I think Rescue 3 just said exactly what I was going to say, but I'm not going to relitigate that. Terry, you want to answer any of the comment that was made so that we get out of here? You're muted, Terry.
Prince Sherry will always fire. That's his era. He's the opposition. So I don't want to dwell on that. But the thing is that the only thing, like I said, the government can make it much easier for them by projecting the data, by posting it, and that's just it. Gafan can do that because he's the finance guy. He can summarize the whole entire data from all the ministries where they raised that 70,000. Because when you say 70,000 job creation, even though you say long term, mid term, blah, 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 like people don't understand that. Labor, they don't understand once the year 70,000 jobs were created, and those who supported you did not get some, they see it to be an offense.
Mm-hmm.
They see it to be as if to say you're giving the job to just certain class of people.
Yeah.
So if you don't fully explain it to them to articulate it, they're not going to understand you. And even if you go to Mika and just say it, it's not sufficient. The people want to see data so that the friends can tell them about anything on the internet. You can go there, you will see this ministry, this was the amount of job gotten so and so time. The other ministry, but if you say the people should go look for it, then you will be putting yourself in hot water. Because come the election time, they will remember that, the people then, we voted for them. They gave 70,000 people job, and we were not beneficiary of it. They will react on the basis of a message that they said they not understand. So you got to break it down, make it easy for you. Put it on the web, publish it, the information. That's my
Thank you.
position.
So Terry, I will say something here very quickly here, and let me take the number down. Let me take the. These are some of the things that I've been saying, Terry. You know, when I was used to be one of the young, ridiculous full soldier for the progressive at the time. We just carry paper. We know what in the paper say. We just carry around. That's it. But the point here is that the difference between the progressive and those and these days educated people is this. Dr. Formula can come to talk to third grade student, and they
Right.
will understand him real well. Dr. Formula can leave and go talk to PhD, and he will be in the element. No question asked. But these young people nowadays, they take this book and take it from their mind without even analyzing. Now, this is the problem, Terry. And I will say this: I don't know this, but I will speculate. Most likely, those who were putting the speech together, you would think they would have a committee. This thing should have been they should have started this thing way back and pass it on to the committee members to read it and get their input.
Right.
Because, for example, the society for which the president is giving speech to, you just broke it down correctly. They have no interest in your short term or long term. The numbers. So if this person was somebody, the man who wrote that, if they have gone into the real society of our country, they won't put that in there. They just say we create a job without putting numbers on it. Because that they will understand. Now by you putting number on it, now you're gonna have to explain where. You say short term, they know what short term is? Okay, you say short term. What is your short term? Is it 2 weeks? Is it 6 months? Is it 1 year? What is your short term? What is the long term? And these are kinds of stuff that are giving our people hard time. They will come, they finish with their good school year in America and take that school, take it right back without filtering the system. Bring after you leave from here and go back, bring that system into your that's what makes you an educated person. If you are able to take your education and blend it in with the environment, with the society, you will get to understand. That does not mean you're gonna give up your educational power and what have you. What the man calling me for, man? You come and spoil my show here. Where you want, CEO? Where you want?
So,
Where you want?
this is
I
interesting.
knew straight you were going to talk about.
I'm so guilty. Terry is embarrassed again this evening. You put into a situation that now your sins of the old days is exactly to what you are continuing with here. They give you guys paper, they give you guys document. Even if you are on stage speaking to the Liberian people, they give it to you. You don't look at it, you don't use your common sense, and you put it in there. That's exactly it's still being carrying on, and you're telling us the Liberian people do not understand. The Liberian people are not dumb those days. The Liberian people now, they are farsighted. When you give them anything, they don't sign papers like those days. They just bring paper, you bang your head down, you sign it. You remember the story of the guy who a day to his retirement to get all his benefit, and because he was noted of signing, his own people just wrote a letter of a letter of retirement when you are just retired the next day. So now you are seeing reason with us why we are asking these questions we are asking. And you know you are a science guy. So it's just an opposite of all the good things that you are doing. When you come here and you just say us something, tell us what Pierre and his people said today. Look, we were told that these numbers, that was not the actual number. Whether it is the owner himself, last minute of time to muddy the water, or somebody just whispered in his ear, we're told it was like 1,700. Where he came from and added all of the other zeros to cover the roof. But I'm quite sure at some point in time, I'm saying it here again. Was I said it last night? There will be an explanation. So you start carrying, you start bearing other people's sins, okay? Because when the day comes, they will ask you, you knew it. Why are you talking to the people?
Thank you.
But I know you guys are happy I'm not here, not there tonight. Terry rubbing his forehead, and he's a man of God. So sometimes he knows it.
Thank you. Thank you.
As a guy should lead the congregation.
Thank you.
Not be the one that lead the people into the pit or in the lion's den.
Okay, thank you.
You will tell us, until you guys can tell us, we'll keep asking these questions. Are these jobs, who are the beneficiaries of these jobs? When your labor ministry can have it, when your youth or sport ministry can have it, where these jobs are coming from. Just start inflicting numbers because they want to make a political point.
All right. Thank you very much. I see you. Good night. You got no point here whatsoever. We're not even going to respond to your tabata. But anyway, Terry, give us your closing so we can get out of here.
Well, Libra, thank you for the show. Sorry I came on late and all that. But here is a thing here. I think that, the government, they got good opportunity because CDC feels so bad that the small good today look like big good. You see? And that is the reason why this government is thriving with less pressure. But we hope to see what they're going to do, Libra. And I don't want to, like you always say, really litigate, the whole discussion. But what Mr. So is saying, but the true, yeah, Mr. So, is that we are better today than yesterday. Thank you, Libra.
All right. Thank you. Thank you, Terry.
Good night.
Yeah, good night. Thank you. All right, guys. Again, Samson to La Bropa Radio. I want to thank all of you. Let's continue to pray for one another. We will make sure you have the right to question on a major event like this. You have the right to question. You have the right. It's your right. That's your country. You question, and if you don't have answer, you keep pushing. We, on the other hand, I'm not representing the government. Like I said, they don't know me. I don't know them. I only know one or two people in the government. That's it. And the one or two people I know in the government, they don't even know. They don't even come on me against that, which is fine with me. So no big deal. But we will be truthful. We will be truthful. And when the time comes for us to question, we will question. We're going to look more deeper into this car issue because if what Terry said here tonight, for example, about the purchasing, I think was the rescue 3 purchasing a car for the folks. Those things must be announced. If are they being supported by the budget? If it is so, then nobody have anything to say because the budget already subscribed to that. But if these are not being supported by the budget, then it's the question. And the Liberian people are entitled to those comment questions. With that, folks, I will say thank you very much. Let me look for a beautiful, beautiful song here. I gotta put on and see to say good night to you as well. Well, I can't find anything right now. Okay. All right. We'll just play what we have already. I just play a little bit of it. So, Thursday will be, you won't be able to hear from me after Thursday for maybe, I will be reporting. If I have to do anything, that will be from the studio in Monrovia. We most likely will try to do that. Maybe next Thursday, we will try to find our way in the studio in Monrovia, able to have a support our conversation. We will do so. With that, Eva, I beg you, man. Conservative, you're in trouble with the future. I don't want that. They other liberal, Eva, the one here pushing you around all over the country. You know that are the liberal, Eva. I beg you, man. But anyway, we'll say good night to all of you. It's been a wonderful, wonderful, wonderful evening. Let's continue to pray for one another. Let's tune in tomorrow for Mr. Soul Show. and hopefully we'll be there as well to have to be the counterweight as usual. Samson told Labrador, but for some reason, Mr. Josh, if you're listening, I'll say good evening to you as well. I'm not too sure if you're listening anymore, but I hope everything is well with you. It just came to mind. I want to say thank you guys, and we'll say good night to you. Good night, folks.
Come on, Namuo, walk away, that was Salua, Namuo, you blow you went back on Nigeria. Young man on Nigeria. We are quiet, Namu, one more call with them, so we are quiet, Namuo.
You are Belgium, or not to take it. One of your day. You sue a sablo, the fino de Kela. Le temps est pas d'ailleurs. Mon doudou est mon poupou yabi. Des rosettes nées.